So, good morning. Do the sound check. So, good morning. Okay, perfect. So this morning, I want to talk about John Yanti. I've been people that talk about John Yanti. Now, John Yanti is the man that the government says he is a state witness in the Capitol building fire. I told you I'm going to be on this Capitol building fire thing because all that they say, the you say, the I say, he said, that say, we got to put it together and we got to ask the hard question. We got to ask the technical question. I know most of you are not fighting the case. The same way you're not forget about that fake doctor thing. Some kind of doctor that went into the system for over years. They all kinds of things. We need to go find out that he wasn't what he said he was. But you don't care. Even people cry on that doctor. You don't even get time. You don't say nothing. How you're looking. So you don't really get down. So most of the time, how you operate. But we'll continue to follow the event and we'll be able to bring it to you all kinds of ways. Then I got a whole lot of different platforms I share my information on. Though I don't necessarily have to come here to do it to people that here. So I don't really like to use my own page to do most of the things. But let's stick to the story, okay? So it's this morning. I'm still talking about the Capitol building fire. And I want us to talk about this guy who they call John Yanti. Now, do you know who John Yanti is? Where he worked, what he did, or how he going to the fire thing, why government want to use him as a state witness into the Capitol building fire and thing, and why he even left the country in the first place. Now, into the case that the government of Liberia, they said into the Capitol building case, John Yanti, he is a state witness. But his family saying otherwise. Yesterday we listened to the family when at the CDC party headquarters. They had a press conference thing. And they are also talking to other people too behind the scene thing before they even get to that. A family are saying otherwise with regards to the case here. They said John was in Ghana. He did not return to Liberia on his own will, on his own turn. No. They said somebody lowered him to come to Liberia. He was coerced to come to Liberia. So they lowered him from Ghana and they promised him that they would give him $50,000. Now, this story I'm taking it from Front Africa. So my again buy Liberia newspaper and again read paper and people thought that thing they read nonsense here, say the person lied. We don't even verify anything. If you buy the newspaper, you'll be able to make a profound decision on what in the paper. If you get reading comprehension, I'm not a teacher. We are here to share information and I'm here to lecture. This is why it's on my mind. So if you can't read nonsense and say, I lie and things like that, I will give it back to you. You're in respect this time. Straight up. Okay. So, for Front Africa again, and all the newspapers reporting it. So they're saying that John is a state witness for the government. John Yanti. A family is saying that they are saying other things that he been coerced. And they say plenty things. But they said that John was in Ghana and the government lowered John from Ghana to Liberia. And they promised that they were going to give him, if he stands as a state witness, they promised that they were going to give him $50,000. They're going to give him immunity. And they're going to relocate John. But when he got here in Liberia, he is not protected. He has been detained. They detain him and they took him to some hotel and they put surveillance on him. There are people watching him and things. Then he been in the country while he been detained, took to some hotel and thing, and the family feel that he's not been protected because maybe something could happen to him, especially the way they brought him to the country and thing. And they promised that they're going to relocate him and give him some other things. You just have to do what the government want him to do into the case here. That's what the family is saying. And they said they took him to the police station and they started to ask him questions. They gave him some huge questionnaire. And they want him to pin others for the fire case. So the government is coercing the state witness to pin order for the fire case. That's what the family is saying. And they say John is the guy they're trying to use. Are we following this story here? Because most of you are not following the capital building story. We share anyway here. So now, the family is saying that John is being detained and he's under surveillance of the government. And he's been handling some questions and things and being coached on what to say with regards to the fire thing. And guess what? His cousin, who helped him with the deed, just got appointed as an ambassador. Yeah. So they say John spoke to a cousin thing. I don't know what happened. But a cousin that connected John Yanti to the government for you to be able to get the deed, promising $50,000, immunity, relocation and thing. A cousin has just been appointed as an ambassador. Now people, this is not justice. It is politics. You see, Liberian, I want you to open your eyes. Shine your eyes. You see, the fire here wasn't just a smoke. No. This was a real heat. Have you gone into the Capitol building and see what the fire actually destroyed? Where the fire came from? Where the fire started? What happened? What got destroyed into the fire? Liberian, pay attention. Shine your eyes. The fire thing is not just so ordinary fire. Now we are hearing now. John is been in town for like 12 days. You haven't got any court appearance. And we don't know what happened. But now, the CDC youth and family spoke yesterday. They are making it clear, and in fact, this is a clear violation of John's rights. So they are calling on the government to either charge John or release John or say what it's supposed to say. But what's happening right now, my people? You see, my people, you need to pay attention. The Capitol building fire here, a lot of things happening. Now, there's something here on Front Page Africa. Okay, there's certain things that I wanted for you to take a look at. Okay, let's come back here and see. Here the Capitol building fire. No, Liberian. I don't know whether you I don't know whether you read anything about The Daily Observer yesterday reported that few lawmakers were going to be indicted, and the court is going to be setting up a grand jury into the case here. And lawmaker was accused just for them and being packed, but according to the magistrate Ben Bako, the magistrate said that these people that did the Capitol building thing, they did not just talk about the Capitol building. He said they had a plan. They planned it. They had meetings. They had roles and responsibility. That's what he said. And one of the things that they also mentioned, they mentioned about a police officer who his gun, according to the report, his gun was taken away from him, and the person escaped into the crowd. They also mentioned that into the report. So, and according to them, they said Dixon Sibo from District number 16. They said Dixon Sibo, according to them, allegedly, listen to the word, Dixon Sibo allegedly recruited the person who led the fire and helped them to escape. That's why the magistrate say they have documents, have things there to prove that. Then, according to the same magistrate, he said the reason they are holding Abu Kamara and charging them anything, because Abu Kamara was alleged, he is one of the alleged financiers, and he paid the actors that committed the crime. And Representative Jacob Debbie, they said the Representative Jacob Debbie allegedly knew what was coming. He knew about the plan, about the thing, and the Capitol building, but he said nothing. What the government is saying. I want you to pay attention to that. Then, former Speaker J. Fanati Kofa, according to the same magistrate, he said former Speaker Kofa allegedly sat in on secret chats where the whole plotter were planning the activities. And he also provided fundings according to the magistrate, what he's saying. So this is the reason they say they have sufficient evidence to charge these people and send them to court. So right now, the court is going through a selection right now. They're picking the grand jury, and this trial is set to go on in August. That's when the trial will begin. But What led to the trial behind the scene? What evidence? What police put together? All the witnesses and stuff and things that we're getting, all the kind of things. There are a lot of things to the cases and things. I'll tell you the truth. There are things that we not even hear about the cases that are still out there. Because the government still going as far as Ghana to go bring people who the men talk to or who he know that know people and things. In Nigeria, he want, a lot of things to the case. The case is huge. It take a whole different twist right now. Because right now, this is the more dramatical twist I can ever see in when it comes to Liberia Capital buildings on it. Because it's a huge drama right now. This is a huge crime drama, I see it. Because all lot of they say, you say, I say, all type of things. And even the public. Because the public is involved in the thing. They deserve to know the truth. They deserve to ask for the truth and demand for the truth. They have all the pressure to put on the court for this to be actually justice instead of just politics. Because right now, the Capitol building or also investigation, the family of John Yanti is accusing the Liberian government. They're accusing the Liberian government of coercing and unlawfully detention and broken promises. Listen to them. The people are accusing this government, the Liberian government, the John Yanti family is accusing the Liberian government of coercion, unlawful detention of John Yanti, and broken promises. What are they doing? Hey, my brother, woman, what's up? How you doing? So, after fleeing to Ghana, fear for his life, Yanti was allegedly, now, lower back to Liberia, information saying that Yanti is in Liberia. So Yanti is in Liberia with a promise that the government, his family saying that the government promised him. The government promised him a $50,000 payout, legal immunity, and relocation to Europe. But when the government promised Yanti that thing, Yanti knows something about the Capitol building thing. Whether you were there or you had information or introducing, there are a lot of things in that Capitol building thing. It will disgrace people. Because when people start to come forward, when evidence starts to show, when we start to hear things what we not hear, or know things what we not know, videos, all the videos the police talking about, all the cell phone records, all the WhatsApp messaging and things, how it was created, how it to do it. When we start to see those kind of things, then like that you see people being disgraced. So Yanti flee the country, and now the government, his family saying that the government brought him back into the country, promising that they will relocate him to Europe, gain $50,000, and you have a legal immunity. But once Yanti entered Liberia, the family said the deal vanished. And instead, state security now lock him down at a hotel and under strong surveillance. So they tell the man, bring the man to the country, lock him into the hotel and thing, and put him on a surveillance. See? Then, some days they were dragging to the LNP headquarters and thing for questioning. They gave him 3 pages questionnaire. 3 pages questionnaire, coaching him. And making him to implicate former lawmaker in the Capitol building fire. But guess what? Yanti refused to comply with the government. He said he would not lie to save himself and other, but he will say the truth. You see, Yanti? Yanti told a family people, he said, they bring me back into the country and they want me to lie. They question me at the LMP headquarters. They want me to lie, but Yanti refused to comply with the government. And he said he's not safe. And he says that he's innocent and he would not play politics. That's why his sister Priscilla, she said that yesterday. Yanti says that he won't lie to save himself on other expense. Yanti says that he is innocent and will not play politics. That's why his sister said. So, yesterday, since Yanti have refused to comply with the police, the CDC youth, they calling on the government to release Mr. Yanti. And the CDC youth call this is constitutional crisis, because they are claiming that Yanti has been here illegally for over 12 days. They brought him in the country here without even charges. His cousins, his family, the people there, they are crying. They need help in returning him home to a family. And now, his cousin, who also helped him to convince him, coerce him, his cousin is being rewarded with an ambassador job. I mean, but the whole thing here, you know, it is politically motivated. I can tell anybody that is fact. Because everything right now that we see here is all set up. Politically motivated setup. That's what's happening right now. Because I don't understand, why would the government say they want to silence this young man? Up to now, no comment from the police, LMP, no comment from NSA, or even the Ministry of Justice. I've been people then. I don't understand, but I will tell you the truth. When the smoke clear, the truth will be standing there waiting. It will be there. We will know the truth. You see, it says justice or political theater. That's what we're in right now. Because what happening right now, I personally believe 100%, and I know that there are millions of Liberians that join me, and they believe that Joseph Barker, the police director, they all know about what happened with that fire case. 100%. They know what happened. They know. But it's not dangerous, not only them. People know. And they cover all they're trying to do. Look at people that are dying. You don't even want to investigate. Nobody know what can kill the other two people then. Major player then into the Capitol building now. They pass away. Nobody want to know. We're seeing people coming into the country, they're keeping them. See the state witnesses. People who were accused yesterday, they are using them as state witnesses. On what pretense, on what thing, we don't know. But we'll tell you. The truth is out there. The truth is out there, and we'll see it. We'll see it. we will see it and we hear it. There are things into the Capitol building fire here where the people are investigating. You know, when you're accusing people, then they'll go find everything and they'll come back. And they will talk about it. And when the time comes, we will talk about it. But for now, we have to keep our story then based on using as anything. And whatsoever we get from the AI technology and things like that, we'll put it together, we'll analyze it, then we'll sift or anything, then we'll share it. Until then, that's my take on the Capitol building fire. I personally believe that it's all cover up. A huge cover up into that Capitol building fire. But most Liberians know you guys are not smart, so you don't follow the thing. You only want to take where you want to take. You ain't get time to even read anything. You put lock your brain, you lock your mind down. Because in the morning, you can't even take 5 faith for you to be able to, concentrate, for you to be able to think. Thinking a hard thing. You understand? And why do people put you on that kind of pressure so you can be able to use your brain and think? See how they put treating you? Look at that, bro. Look at how old that country is. Look at how long that bro been there for, how long, and how you're looking. Look at the condition. Look at that place. Thank God I'm in that country. Thank God. You know, I seen that place long time. I tell God, I say, God, you got to take me from here. Because the thing I can go through what the people are doing here. Seriously. I can't go through like what I think people are doing. I can't just say that other people just be playing me in the dark. No, I can't do that thing. I'm on that level. No. And there are people in that country there. They are standing up. All we like about them, they will continue to stand up for the right. No matter what, they will stand up for the truth. There ain't nothing anybody more, and they will continue to say it. That plan belongs to few people then. Just sit there in that country there. You let the people there destroy your records for over 25 years. Contracts from 1999 to 2006 to 2020 or 25. Contracts, records, everything gone. Legislative records gone. Land D gone. People bring your play with it. You want to see, you want to ask questions, you want to call for independent investigation outside the people who operating. Then you're sitting and you're waiting. You cover my advice to you. Do the syndrome is coming to. Get outside, bring a team of private investigator. Let them get on the ground, let them get into the thing, let them dig deeper. Because now it is time to be able to prove to the people that they're not above the law. And there are people that are way smarter than them. No cover all. It is time to do that. Until then, we'll see you when we see you. Bye-bye.